Hi guys, welcome back to Thrifty Mama Scraps. So today is the day that I am going to show you my office. It's not perfect, as you can see. There are still some crates that need to be put away and stuff, but this is how it looks right now today. It is clean. It's organized for the most part, and as you can see, the new subfloor is not down yet, and the carpet that we're going to put in here, of course, has not been done yet either. So, but I'm just going to show you what this looks like and show you around and finally get this video uploaded the way that I want it to be. So, basically, it's going to look the same once we get the flooring done. I don't foresee moving anything. I think it's all going to stay pretty much the way it is, aside from this whole section here that is just mainly holiday decor, and this green bin is Goodwill. There's some posters that I want to hang up on the walls. So, I mean, this is kind of a cluttered mess, but at least it's contained and better than it was. So that's all I can say about that. Eventually, if I take you over here, okay, so this is the doorway, and then that's the door to our bedroom. So eventually this door is not going to be a door. It's going to be a wall. And then this wall from the door over where the bookshelf is going to, there's going to be a wall there, and it's going to go all the way across the closet. And then we're going to make a door from the master bedroom into this closet that we're going to build, and it's going to be a walk-in closet. And that's going to be our walk-in closet, because the closet that we currently have in the bedroom, we're going to build a wall, and then it's going to expand our master bathroom. And that is the goal. I don't know when it's going to happen, because I've kind of had this dream for about 5 years now, and it hasn't happened yet. So, but eventually that's what we want to do with this room. And then this room, you're probably wondering, well, how are you going to get in this room? We're going to put a door in the master walk-in closet into this office. So the only way that you can get into this office will be through our closet door. So it'll be just kind of an extension of our bedroom is what this room is going to be. And that's kind of how I want it. So I kind of want this kind of like a private space that I can just go into and work or do whatever I need to do. So, but that's in the future. And for now, I am just going to show you around how I have it currently. So, I fixed the bookshelf. As you can see, it's full of school books and so forth. There's some bins up top that have like beadwork and other craft items up there. And then this is my system that I use to put my photos in. And it's just a shoe organizer. And initially it was on our refrigerator, and we kept like travel mugs in it, and we had these magnet hooks that hung on the refrigerator, and it kept falling down, and I was just tired of it. So what I ended up doing is getting rid of most of our travel mugs, and then I hung cup hooks on the wall in this corner, and then decided to sort my photos in it, and it works really well. Love this system. It hangs really well. It was about $20 on Amazon. But it works for what I need it for. And then to the left, as you can see, the laminate flooring goes to here. And once we put, it's under new subfloor. So eventually when we put new subfloor under, or on this flooring, then we're going to put carpet. We were going to do laminate flooring all the way in here, and I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're just going to put carpet. But I don't know. I mean, we do have some laminate flooring under my desk. And we could finish it in laminate flooring, but I'm not exactly sure. I shouldn't say we're going to put carpet, but whatever. Okay, so this is a left wall. And so up here, I just have like some decor items. My letter jacket from high school. It was just hanging in the closet. I thought, you know what? I should just display this on my wall in my office. It's kind of cool. And then my cord from college and my my tassel. And then in that bag, that zipper pouch, is pens, like gel pens and stuff. And then here I have my cutting machine, my spellbinders. And then in this drawer, I have Zig markers and calligraphy markers and all that. It's full. And this is just a Tiavana box. If I can get it open with one hand. It's kind of hard to open. And then I also have like a diagram of all the colors of pens and stuff. Markers and all that. And then in here, oh goodness gracious. Okay, in here I have sequins for sequin mix and shaker pockets. And then in here is just a bunch of random eyelets and different metal pieces for scrapbook pages. And then this is just like a story of your life mini journal kit from Once Upon a Family that I haven't started yet. And then this is where I keep my paper. So this is just a cloth. I think it's intended for grocery bags that you stick a grocery bag in, but I use it as to file all my paper vertically, and I just keep all my, this is sticking up, it's not supposed to, but, and then it just goes all the way back to the wall. So a lot of paper in here, and then, and I also keep in this big tote that's like a Creative Memories tote, I keep the rest of my paper, and it's just kind of like filed vertically as well. So in this bin it's color coded, in this one it's not. And then these all on top are just all page kits that I put together, and I did a video on. So I just grab a page kit and then work with those, and usually I don't even get into the paper that's in here until the page kits are gone. And in here, there's nothing in that zipper pocket, or that Velcro pocket. And then in here, I keep my cutters, trimmers, and then healing mats, healing cutting mats. And then in here, I just have office supplies. Most of this desk is just full of planner stuff. This is planner covers for my 365, and there's school stuff in here too. School stuff, calculators, cords and stuff, more planner, notepads, more school stuff, and then more school supplies. So that's basically what's in there. And then these are empty pizza boxes from Felicity Jane. I don't know why I hold on to them. They're all empty. I might just get rid of them. But I always think they're such nice boxes. I should just hold on to them. So, but they're under there. And then if I move over to the left, then here are my racing medals. I recently raced 3 times, and they're Disney Princess medals. I've got Sleeping Beauty, which was a 20.8 mile race. Then I've got Cinderella, which was an 18.5 mile race. And then Beauty and the Beast, which was a 26.7 mile race. So those are my racing medals. They're participant medals. They're not like winner medals. And they were also, the races are also not like all in one day. You accumulate miles. And usually, most of these races, I think the Sleeping Beauty one took 2 weeks, and then the other 2 took a week apiece. So to walk those, because I don't, well, sometimes I run, but not very often. I'm not real good at running like I used to be. I used to run all the time. Now I just walk. But I'd like to get back into running eventually. And then this is my scrap paper bin, and it's just got all kinds of scraps and small pads of paper. in there, small piece of paper that I can just grab from. And then down here, this whole system, I bought 2 of them off of Amazon. It's iris containers. And this is all fall, and then that is all Christmas or winter. So like each container is like, this one's school, this one is fall, this one's Halloween. Then I've got Thanksgiving in here. There's another Halloween one and another Halloween one. And then here we've got Christmas. That's another Christmas one. That's Christmas. Christmas, winter, and winter, I think. So I've got those all divided up. This is finished scrapbook pages from, if you remember right, when I was staying at a hotel, I did a couple pages. And that is just, it's ready to go in an album. This container here is all unfinished pages that I've already started. And then that I need to finish. And then these 2 just have like random embellishments that need to be sorted and put away that I just haven't had time to do. And then up here, this shelving unit, the top, this is my Project Life album that is unfinished. This has got envelopes to cards and such. This has got little letter die cuts, like it's full of, and then I think my glue gun's in there too. Actually, my glue gun shouldn't be in there. And then I've got a bead tray, and let's see, what is this? I've got 2 stamp sets, 2 larger letter stamp sets. Actually, these should actually go in my Rascot cart, because they're, and I'll show you that in a minute. Here, I'm just going to stick those in there real quick, because they shouldn't be there. And then in here is just a bunch of photos that I haven't put away. Punchies. That's full of punchies. Paints and brushes. And then down here on the bottom is just pretty much random junk. I don't know, stuff like one of those warmer things and scent warmers. And then in this drawer is, these are all my letter stamps. There's black stamps. And then another drawer of black stamps. And then down below here in this desk, this is all like bags and 2-gallon baggies for making page kits. I've got some fun foam that I use for I use in place of foam tape. And then I have 2 pizza boxes that are full of tissue paper. Then up here I keep my unfinished albums and books, scrapbooking, like tutorial books, binders of classes that I've taken. One is Allie Edwards, all of her classes, and then one is Stacy Jillian classes that I've taken from Big Picture classes. And then here are just all mini albums, like traveler's notebooks and mini albums that are unused in case I feel like making a mini album. And up here I've got CDs and my ribbon stash, and these are full of CDs that have pictures on them for the computer. Here's another album. These are all cards, like for card making. And then my CD player, and that is pretty much that desk. Here's my Rascot cart. This is specifically letters. All my letter stickers are in here. Everything that is letters is in here, other than those black stamps. These are all the letters that I own, letter stickers and stuff like that. So the top is the larger stickers, and as you saw, I put some the 2 close to my heart stamp sets that are letters. And then here is smaller letter stickers in the back and on the side. And then I've got chipboard, and then the bottom is chipboard letters. So, and this is how I store all my letters, and it can move around because it's a card on wheels. So it works really well for me, and I can sort through it really quickly. Just find the color that I'm looking for. And then to the left of that, of course, is the window. And then I've got my sewing machine if I want to sew paper or mend something. And then this opens up, and I've got some 12 by 12 chipboard embellishment pages. This is full of random stickers, I think. Just random, but kind of like what's in over here. They need to be sorted. These are all those clusters that I've made. This is full of chipboard letters as well. This is my Heidi Swap iron, and then the pieces that go to that. Flowers, some floss, some refill Xeron. These are my little shapes that are color-coded to make embellishments. This has just got random eyelets and stuff in it. I'm trying to use up all my eyelets and brads and stuff. And then these are full of buttons. And then this is all my washi tape stash. And this is all the flare buttons that I have. And then over here, I've got all my punches, the border punches, every punch that I own, cutting thing are in there. And this stuff is just stuff that's actually not supposed to be up there, but I will move that later. And then I've got just pens that I use all the time, and glue pens and things like that. This is a bunch of die cuts. I just stick them in there. Flowers. And these are sequins that should probably go in with my sequins. They don't need to be on the desk. They're Christmas themed. These are just little hanging tassel or bobs that go on my planners. These are all my newer stuff. So if it's still in a package and it hasn't been opened yet, or maybe it's been used but it's still on a sheet, it goes in here. And I just file it vertically, kind of like on my Rascog cart. And then I can use it to put together with older stuff. This is the same thing. This is newer stuff, but it's all chunkier stuff, chunkier embellishments. And then to the left of that is all my Project Life cards. Not all of them. I have more in a drawer, but these are the ones that I'm trying to use up first. So I've got the smaller ones and the larger ones, and then I've got some things that I've made there. This pink thing houses all my enamel dots, so I can just rifle through those quickly. This empty basket is what I sort my the embellishments that are in my page kits. I sort those into here, and then the teeny tiny stuff like the brads and stuff go in this little empty thing. This goes somewhere else. And then this is my basic gray magnetic cutting mat, and my art light, and my lamp that it's pretty dusty, but. And then up top, I've got my TV and DVD player, and I've got all my DVDs, and I've got this is all scrap paper here, and it's all color coded into different colors, so I can just pull one out, and they're larger sheets of scrap paper. And then this is my white cardstock is in this Felicity Jane pizza box. This is full of brads up top. This Irish container is just completely full of random brads, and they're all kind of mixed up. And then I've got some like memorabilia up here. I've got this paperweight from Arizona. I've got these, my two favorite characters from The Walking Dead, which are Michonne and Daryl. And then I've got this little Cinderella carriage that my parents bought me because they've always called me Cinderella. So I was a little girl, and I've got my Harry Potter wand and my Luna. Luna is my favorite character in Harry Potter. As you can see, I've got the whole collection of Harry Potter up there. And then I've got just like an empty vial, and I've got my Chris Kindle Market mug from Chicago because I love Chris Kindle Market. And then up here, I've got another pop figure of Lorelai Gilmore from the Gilmore Girls because I love the Gilmore Girls. And I still need to get Rory, but I haven't gotten her yet. And yeah, so that's pretty much my desk there. And then I've got a big trash can because you got to have a big trash can. And then here, I just have all my tools in the top drawer. And then in the bottom drawer, I've got more embellishments. So I've got foam tape. I've got my fuse tool. These are full of pens, gel pens and stuff. I've got extra glue bottles. I've got all my liquid glue under here, down here. All these little tiny iris containers are all sorted into like all my wood veneer, all my clips, jemmies, what else is in there? Tags, all that kind of stuff are in there, and I can just pull it out and pick one and use that. And then I've got some watercolor paint. This probably shouldn't even be in here, actually. This should go with the other watercolor paints. And there's that. And then underneath, I've got cross-stitch craft stuff in that black crate. These are just all craft magazines. I've got my tripod down there if I want to film. And I've got rocks down there, my grandma's rocks. So, because my grandma has collected rocks all over the world, and she gave them to Matt, and Matt left them here, and so his rocks are down there. So, because Matt likes rocks too. And then in this is like a 5 drawer system. This piece of furniture and this piece of furniture actually were part of a bedroom set that was my oldest son's. This used to be his bedroom. And so when we got rid of the bed and we took it apart, it was like a loft bed that had a desk underneath and dresser and everything included. So these two pieces went together with the loft bed, but we took off the loft bed, and I didn't want to get rid of the furniture. So I was like, you know, I'm just going to keep it for my office. It'll work good. And so then we just added, of course, we ripped up the carpet and everything in here after he moved out because he's 26 and he lives in Arizona. So the top drawer of this, I have chalks and I have watercolor paints and all my inks. All my stamping inks are in here. And then this is a protective mat for like mists and sprays and stuff. And then this is full of just acrylic stamp sets. And mostly they are Close to My Heart, Heidi Swap, and then Felicity Jane. And then in here is just all my floss is in that drawer. And then in this drawer is a ton of Project Life cards, like massive quantity of Project Life cards. And then this is my Martha Stewart glitter and all my spray mists and everything, and my heat tool and my embossing powder is down there, and chalk. So that is that whole system. This up here is Disney. All of my Disney stuff is in here. That includes embellishments, paper, album. My pictures are in here from Disney. Anything that is Disney goes in this bin. And then if I want to work on my Disney album, all I have to do, pull it out and work on it. And then it just all is contained. And this, I only have one Disney album. Actually, no, I have 2 Disney albums. And I like to just keep going with it. Last time we went to Disney, we did the picture maker. And that worked really well because all of us were in all of the pictures, and they were very professional quality. So, and then we were able to print out our own pictures with, I think it's called Memory Maker. But, so that worked really well. And so we have a lot of photos like that. And I just go year to year, because we've been to Disney, let's see, 1, 2, 4 or 5 times already. So, and this coming summer, our plan, not this summer, but like the following, probably in May, because for Hunter's high school graduation, we're going to go to Arizona to visit our son. And he is like right on the border of California and Arizona. So he's about 2 hours away from Disneyland, and none of us have ever been to Disneyland. So we're going to do Disneyland next year. Okay, so this basket is all, I just dumped it out. All random scraps of miscellaneous stuff, like what's over there, to pick that up. And then I've got perler beads, which I can make my own enamel dots with. Behind that is a binding machine. Then I've got like stencils, like sewing stencils, and liquid glue, and some other scrapbooky stuff there, just random stuff. Down below, these are all my stencils. I've got a cutting system, and those are chipboard shapes. So, and these are Christmas. Both of these have like Christmas stuff in it that go in the closet, but doesn't fit. I need to reorganize all the holiday stuff, but that has not been done yet. Okay, so then I have this cart. These are photos that didn't fit in there, in my shoe organizer. These are all frames. This is an embossing system. I keep all of these like planner empty sheets because they're usually colored. I try to reuse as much stuff as I can. Larger photos here. These are borders. These are more chipboard letters. Greeting cards that are just, that I don't have to make, that if I need a greeting card, I can just grab out of there. These are felt. I stamped on felt, and then I can just cut them out as I need them. I use Stays On ink. And yeah, and then this is just memorabilia for scrapbooking. This is also more memorabilia from scrapbooking, and this needs to be filed. That's doctor's stuff. Or physical, my son's physical form. So that's it. It's a small space, and yeah, it's not a very big room. It's kind of a smaller room. It's the smallest bedroom in our house, actually. But it works really well for an office, and it's going to work really well once this is our walk-in closet, and then I think it's going to be really pretty once we're done with it. But our son has not lived in this bedroom for, well, he moved out when he went to college when he was 18, and he's 26, and he moved back home a couple times after college, and then he moved to Arizona going on 2 years ago. So it's been an office for a while. It's just been kind of a catch-all place for all of our holiday decor, and like our guinea pig cage is in there, that old chair that was mine when I was a baby, all these things that I probably need to go through and get rid of like 3/4 of it. Bunch of games that we really don't play anymore. Sometimes we do, but rarely. So yeah, and then this is my file system. That's school stuff is in this file. And yeah, so that's it. That's my office that I promised to show you a long time ago, and it's not perfect. I don't think anybody's office is perfect. You know, usually most people, the craft room is like the extra room, or the catch-all room, or you know, just any extra space that you don't need, that your family doesn't use. and it's usually the last room in the house to get finished and the last room, you know, on the list. So that's just kind of how mine is. And so I don't have a ton of stuff probably compared to a lot of people, but I have a lot of stuff. I think that I have probably more than some people do. I know one time I posted all my paper and I thought, gosh, I have way too much paper. And then someone said, you don't even have like an eighth of the paper that I have. So it didn't make me feel so bad. But I have been scrapbooking since 1998. And that's when I started this. And I never thought that I would ever accumulate this much stuff. But you do accumulate a lot of paper scraps and a lot of different items over the years, and then you just build from there. So I mean, I've had all this stuff for years and years, you know, aside from like Felicity Jane kits. I subscribed for about a year, and I did subscribe to Hip Kits for a while. Most of my stuff is honestly from secondhand stores. That's where I get the majority of my scrapbooking supplies, is at secondhand stores. And that's why the name of this channel is Thrifty Mama Scraps, is because that is what I go to thrift stores for. I don't buy clothes at thrift stores. I don't buy shoes at thrift stores. I don't normally buy home decor items at thrift stores. I mainly go to look for scrapbooking stuff, because one day I found these two American Craft albums that have pages in them. They have page protectors in them for a couple bucks a piece at a thrift store. Unused, no one had used them. And that's why I love thrift stores, because a lot of people get scrapbooking supplies as gifts from people for holidays, and people don't use them. And they end up in, you know, donated. So I try to reap the benefits from that as much as I can. And I've been really lucky, honestly, with, because I'm not super picky about all the stuff that I have. I've been pretty lucky finding a lot of stuff. Probably the most expensive things that I've purchased for scrapbooking are my art light, because that's a craft light. I can't remember how much I paid for that, but that is at least 10 years old already. And then all these iris containers that I bought this year. These were $30 or 30 some dollars a piece for this whole system. And then those, I think for all of those iris containers was $35. But that's about, and then the Rest Hug card I got for Christmas from my son. He bought it at Walmart for me. And I can't remember how much he paid for it, but I love it. So, and otherwise I just try to use everything that I already have. Like, those are really old curtains. So they weren't even the curtains that my son had in here when this was his bedroom. They're just random curtains, and that was in my bedroom, and that my husband made, and yeah. So, I mean, nothing is like super fancy, and it doesn't need to be fancy, I don't think, for a craft room. But I think once we get the flooring done and stuff, I'll probably do a video and just kind of show you what the floor looks like and stuff at that time. So we have a lot of stuff coming up this summer. We're going to Indiana overnight the end of this month to drop our kids off at their best friend's house. They live in Indiana, so we're gonna go up there, spend the night, come back and drop them off, and then they're gonna bring them halfway back. We're gonna meet them halfway. They're gonna be up there for a week, so hopefully I'll get a lot of filming done, but we'll see, because I'm also in school. So but yeah, so I am glad I finally got this video recorded, and hopefully you like it. You know, it is what it is. So I thank you all for watching, and hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you'll subscribe to my channel. Hope to have a lot more videos now that my office is clean and I can film and put up my tripod and do a lot of pages and so forth. Now that everything's clean, it shouldn't get messy again. So, but yeah, I hope you're having a great day. I hope it's not too hot where you are. It's super hot today. It was 104 yesterday. I'm not sure what the temp is today, but it's nice and cool. I have a nice fan in here, and the house is cooler today. The first couple days, the heat, that it was super hot, like our central air unit couldn't keep up. It seemed like it was just like still hot in the house, but now it's nice and cool. I was actually a little bit cold today, earlier today. But yeah, so I thank y'all for watching, and I will catch you next time on my next video. So bye.